The future of casino gambling in Prince George's will be in the hands of voters. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Sonia Shrivastava. Thank you for joining us tonight.
A major win for Prince George's County Executive Franchot Baker, as his plan to bring a gaming site to National Harbor is one step closer to reality. Patricia Vallone is at the state capitol with details.
It was round 2 of Governor O'Malley's special sessions, but the bill that would add a 6th gaming site in Prince George's was almost a TKO. At the last moment, one lawmaker reportedly changed course, and the legislation passed by just one vote.
This bill was passed in the Senate and the House with bipartisan support. And now in November, the people will decide. Among the key aspects of the bill will be that referendum itself. People of Prince George's County Executive Baker will be given the opportunity to decide at the ballot whether they want a site in their county. We also will save Maryland taxpayers tens of millions of dollars each year by transitioning ownership of the machines themselves from the state to the licensees. Here's the major aspects of what this bill accomplishes, though. This bill allows us to create 2,300 jobs throughout our state. Those are 2,300 permanent, ongoing jobs in our state. There will also be jobs associated with the construction of facilities, especially should the 6th site be approved by the voters.
I've never been a huge proponent of gaming. In 2007, we passed our first bill and went to the ballot. It passed with 60% of the vote, and when I saw that, I said to myself, you know, put this in perspective, and no disrespect to the governor here, there's no governor of the state of Maryland that's got 60% of the vote since William Donald Schaefer in 1986. That means 3 out of 5 Marylanders believe that there should be this type of gaming in the state of Maryland. And I've looked at the legislation when we decided to come in for a special session, that it was our obligation to put the best product that we possibly could on the ballot.
Prince George's County Executive Franchot Baker was elated with the outcome.
But the potential of bringing in, somewhere between $40 to $60 million a year to Prince George's County is terrific, creating jobs and revenues and for the state and for Prince George's County. So it's a great day for us in Prince George's County.
Knowing that it came all the way down to the wire, down to the last minute, were you at all concerned?
You know what? I really wasn't, quite honestly. I thought we had the votes in the regular session. I knew it was going to be close. I didn't think it was going to be this close.
And as the governor said, it is the voters who will have the ultimate say when the issue goes to referendum in the November election. From Annapolis, I'm Patricia Vallone for CTV News.
And CTV News asked the Maryland GOP to comment on the passage of the gaming bill, but a spokesman declined, stating that the Republican caucus was divided on the issue.
Well, you can imagine opponents of gaming aren't too happy with today's bill signing. Earlier, CTV spoke with former state delegate Jaron Levi, who runs a coalition called Stop Slots Prince George's. Levi feels many lawmakers who voted in favor of the bill yesterday lost, quote, their moral center. Levi says the county leads the state when it comes to foreclosures and fears having a casino would be a debt creator for many residents.
Budget this year was hijacked because of this issue. Then about 3 months ago, all of the state lawmakers came back. They raised taxes on everyday Marylanders, and then 3 months later to come back and usher in these epic tax cuts for millionaire casino operators in an emergency session, a special session for that. 20743 and 20748, Capitol Heights and Temple Hills, are 2 of the top 3 gambling zip codes in the state, period. If you look at lottery purchases, and people who buy lottery tickets play the slots, it's the same folks. Everyone knows that.
Now, Levi says her group will be working very hard the next couple months to educate the residents in the county on how gambling can harm their communities.
The state's chief money man is also commenting tonight. In a statement, Comptroller Peter Franchot calls the final gaming bill, quote, the most regressive act of public policy that I have seen in 25 years in public service. And he says its passage is a sign that the national gambling industry is tightening its control over the state's political process. Franchot warns that it would be premature to break ground on a new site in Prince George's without knowing if Maryland's marketplace can support the 5 casinos it already has. When voters go to the polls in November, they will not only determine the future of slots, he says, they will also be deciding the type of government they want to leave to their kids.
Well, all this has Maryland voters talking, and they will, of course, have the final say on the measure. Today, we got reaction from county residents.
We want to just keep the money in PG County. If we've got to put it on the ballot, I'm not pro gambling, but we have people that are. They want to gamble. So let's just keep it in the county.
It's a good thing that we're doing this because it brings jobs in the county. And so many people are out of work and people really need jobs. So put the casino here, you know. Think positive about what you're going to do and not think of a negative side of it.
To hear about them bringing gambling in this community, I mean, let's deal with some of these already existing issues versus keep bringing up new issues. To bring gambling in this area, if you ask me, I'm in total opposition to it.
If the revenue from the taxes can help the citizens of Prince George's County, I'll be voting for the casino. Anything to help for money. We all need money. So it would be perfectly fine with me.
Now, of course, voters can weigh in on the issue on the November ballot. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Sonia Shrivastava.
And I'm Rochelle Metzger.